Morgan, Sam.
Would you please welcome to the stage our presentation party? And before we hear from our adjudicators, we're going to start off with a few short words from our President, Kerry Boakes.
I'm just checking the time. I'm sure Freya will be sitting over there timing my speech. Yep, the timer's on. I really just wanted to be on the stage this evening to finish what has been an amazing 72 hours of brass and percussion music making over the Festival of Brass. We started here last week with the Scottish Challenge, 20 bands playing their own choice work, and we had a fantastic day last week. We've then returned to Perth. The weather has been very kind, thankfully, and we had our open yesterday with our elite bands, and if you were in the audience for that, it truly was a fantastic day. We really were blessed with a variety of fantastic test pieces. And then on to today, what can I say? Well, I always say that the best way to finish any celebration is with our young people themselves. The grassroots is really important to the Scottish Brass Band Association. Everything from the local community bands, individual tuition, supporting the instrumental services that we do, because that really is a lifeblood. And please make sure that that's something that you're invested in as well in your own local areas, right the way through to our community bands, and then the best of our young people. And we are really blessed, again, to have our National Youth Brass Band of Scotland, that many of you today were delighted to meet all your friends from Nibs, and I've had lots of conversations about Nibs as well. One of the reasons I'm standing here is just to promote our National Youth Brass Band of Scotland, speak to any young person from the age of 9 to 22 who comes along at Easter and then at summer to our courses, working with amazing, talented musicians, pastoral team, and then one another to really grow in their musical abilities, but also socially as fine young individuals. And that's what we want for our society, that's what we want for our young people, and that's what we need to keep making sure happens. And so too today, this weekend, could not have been possible without so many volunteers who give up their time. From our young ambassadors, and I know that John will mention them probably later. That's what really makes today happen. Our young ambassadors have worked so hard looking after our bands and working behind the scenes. We have a fantastic media team, we have a fantastic committee of people, and then we've got yourselves as well. And without you, without your young people, without all the people who make it happen, whether it's ordering wristbands, filling out entry forms, making sure that your child protection is all in order, it couldn't happen without you all. So give yourselves a huge round of applause for being here today and for making it a real successful Festival of Brass. Thank you. And I did say already that yesterday I thanked the concert hall. This is a fabulous venue. We can only make it happen with support from our sponsors and our traders, support from yourselves, because as you can imagine, financially it is a big undertake for us, but we want to keep coming back to Perth. We want to keep giving our young people and our older people and the young and the elite players this fantastic venue. So please keep investing, keep coming along and keep promoting the work that we're doing up in Perth. Please return on the 7th and 8th of March. Our area qualifiers for the National Championships of Great Britain and Northern Ireland will happen on the 7th and 8th of March here. I was speaking to a gentleman from across the seas this evening, and we talked about how many bands will be here. Hopefully, we will have between 50 and 55 bands, from our non-competitive 4B bands right the way through to our championship section bands being here. I hope that every one of you will be involved in some way in that championships. Whether you come along to listen and want to aspire to be in a band, whether you come along to play, whether you come along to conduct, I hope you can be at our nationals, because this is a brilliant venue. Anyone that comes to visit talks about how wonderful an experience it is. So I hope you can come back and support our championships in March. And again, another final plug for our National Youth Brass Band courses, which happen in April and in July. Please check your programmes out, check the SABA website and Facebook page, and get your young people involved in that. I know that John's going to say some thank yous. I just want to give a final thank you to John. Today is always a mammoth undertaking. From the organising, reaching out to the bands, finalising the numbers, making sure that your wristbands and your stage plans and your notes and everything go according to plan. And John works now as a volunteer like us because of our funding and the position we find ourselves in with Creative Scotland. We don't have an education officer that is funded, but he does this now voluntarily. So I just would like to take the opportunity, which I don't often do, so it's probably something that should be recorded, to say a huge thanks to John and the work that he's helped SABA to achieve here today. To Glyn and to Helen for being here, and I know that you will value everything that they will input and will say, and I know that it will help to strengthen your bands. Huge thank you. Thank you for your friendship, and thank you for your support of the organisation as well. And to you all again, a final thanks from me. Safe journeys home. Have a fantastic Christmas. Keep carolling and keep promoting your bands in whatever area you're from. I look forward to seeing in the socials what you're up to. I know it's a really, really busy month coming up. And please remember to take some time to be with those you love at Christmas, because there's nothing more important. Have a safe journey. Thank you all again for a fantastic Festival of Brass, and I look forward to seeing you all here again in March. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Freya, how long was that? So now you can see why I don't get a word in edgeways. I think you've said quite a few things that I was going to say, and it's really good to speak about the National Youth Brass Band, something we're very proud of. I'm certainly very proud of it. We are now starting to take names for 2026. It's looking really, really good, and I could certainly recommend to any young person, come along to Nibs, you'll love it, and you'll want to go back year after year. So certainly that's a great thing to be involved in. And many of the players today are involved in Nibs, and it's great to see them playing in their own bands today as well. A few thank yous. I'd like to thank the staff of the Perth Concert Hall. You always do a great job for us, looking after us, letting us in, making sure that nobody videos when they're not supposed to. Thank you for that. And also behind the stage doors, we've got technical help there. Thank you to those people as well. To all of the ambassadors, Nibs ambassadors, who come and give up their time to help get the bands from holding rooms to warm-up room and onto the stage smoothly. Again, Freya and her team, thank you so much for all the hard work you do. I think you guys should stand up and take a little clap. Go on. To the performers today, thank you so much for the whole day. All of you, the young people who have practiced so hard and come and played their hearts out, to be fair. And we've really enjoyed the performances. To the conductors, the staff of the bands, thank you to them. To the parents who support them, because without you running them here and there and asking them to practice every night, thank you as well. I said something this morning to the novice bands, because we talked about practice. I'm sure you all encourage your children to practice. The one thing to say, if you want to encourage them, is only practice on the days you brush your teeth. It works. So that's because if you practice, you will get better. So anyway, the final thanks is to Glyn and Helen. you know, we're so privileged to have world-class adjudicators coming. Earlier on, Anne Crookston, who has travelled the world judging senior bands and also youth bands. Glyn and Helen also travel the world as great ambassadors for our brass movement. And to have them here today to support our young people and mentor them with the feedback is, well, it's priceless, to be honest. So I think we're going to get Helen to come first and say a few words. Helen.
So Glyn and I have had the best seats in the house today. We've been royally entertained. We've had a fabulous time. We thought all the bands that have played for us have been absolutely magnificent. All the young people who've played in the bands have really, really shown themselves off to be fantastic people, fantastic musicians. They've done their parents, their teachers and their conductors really proud. Please would you give them all another round of applause. The music that has been played to us today has been brilliant. We've thoroughly enjoyed it. Well done to the conductors for picking great, great music. I know there's one particular name that I've heard several times today. Hats off to you, Mr. Fernie. You know exactly what you're doing. Your music is fabulous for these young people and these kind of bands. Oh, he's hiding over there, look, see? Thank you to the conductors for picking that great music. Thank you to the teachers of all these young people. Without the teachers, this wouldn't be happening. Players would not be encouraged to keep going. And thank you to the parents. Thank you to you for driving your kids to band practices, taking them to their lessons, and encouraging them to practice every day. We all do that, don't we? We all practice every day, yeah? Excellent. What was it John said earlier on? You only have to practice on the days that you brush your teeth. Do you get it? We have had a fabulous time listening to the bands. We're so privileged to have been asked to come here to listen to the bands play in this beautiful hall. I think all the young people should be so proud to have played on this stage. I've played here. I've been conducted by Glyn on this stage. I've played with Nibs. We played with Corey Band and Nibs. It's a fantastic place to play. You are so fortunate to have this opportunity. Please would you join me in saying a big, big thanks to everybody at the Scottish Brass Band Association for making it possible, and long may it continue. And just to finish off, I've been playing for 50 years. Today, for me, especially, was a timely reminder why I've been doing it for 50 years non-stop. It's so good to see the young players coming through. They've made me want to go home and practice because I need to keep on my mettle if I'm going to keep competing against them. Thank you very much to them for that. And I'd like them now to think about what they're going to do as their next step. They're playing with their community bands, they're playing with local youth bands, they're playing with area youth bands. Take the next step. Apply to join the National Youth Brass Band of Scotland or National Youth Brass Band of Great Britain, wherever you want to go. You can take it to the next level. You can experience fantastic music. You can experience working with brilliant tutors and conductors. And you will make friends for life. It is a very special bond that the players who play for these bands have. It's the next level. And then after that, well, the world is your oyster. You never know where you could end up. You could be travelling the world, just like Glyn and I have been fortunate enough to do. So please think about the next step as well. Thank you very much for a wonderful day. I've enjoyed every second of it, and I hope you take away our remarks for exactly what they are. There's lots of compliments because we've enjoyed it so much, and we've also tried to help you as well in a few points. So thank you very much.
And so to the awards. The format for the awards is that each band would receive either a gold, a silver or bronze certificate, and then there will be one overall winner. So what I'll do is I'll call out the certificates, and if someone comes and gets the certificate, and then at the end of that we'll give the overall award. So firstly, Campbelltown Brass Development with a gold award. Newton Grange Junior Band with a silver award. Scottish Borders Youth Brass Band with a bronze award. Irvine and Dreghorn Youth Band with a gold award. Whitburn Youth Band with a gold award. And finally, Perthshire Youth Brass with a silver award. And the overall winner of the development section for 2025 is the band who drew number 5, Whitburn Youth Band.